Ever feel like no matter how much money you earn, you are still broke? Yes, broke, busted, and disgusted. Your money's not seeming to go far. You're still broke. There are 10 bad, toxic money habits that are keeping you broke and that are draining your finances. Let's talk about it because we want to be able to overcome them so that you can save, you can invest, and you can get a great release of wealth by getting money to work for you so you can build wealth in 2025. If you are interested and you are serious about saving more, investing more, and building wealth, then let's dive into these 10 bad habits that are keeping you broke and draining your bank account. All right, so let's take a little breather and let's go into it. Spending money on designer items only. Listen, you don't need to spend money on designer items only. You can spend money on alternative things or that are as comfortable as things that are expensive or designer or branded. Listen, this top, I got this Ralph Lauren top 5 years ago. Yes, 5 years ago in a sale. I didn't need it. I got it because I was out shopping. I was looking for a top. And I was looking to buy just 2 items. I had money that I had, which was disposable. I had budgeted my money and I was like, right, I want to buy 2 nice things for myself. And I really just want to treat myself in this January sales. And think of it like a sort of treat because of a win. I earned some money and I thought, right, I'm going to look after myself. I'm going to treat myself. And I bought this nice top. It's nice, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But you don't have to buy it. I bought it because it's comfortable. I bought it because I liked it. I bought it because I wanted to buy it and I had the money to buy it and I had something called disposable income to buy it. But many times we buy things and we are just buying designer items because we want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to look good. Listen, if it's not for work or professional purposes, stop it. You don't need to buy it. You don't need it. You don't need to buy designer items. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. What are you trying to prove and who are you trying to prove it to? You can wear nice things and people don't care what it is. Seriously, most people don't care. They just care. People look at you. Listen, care how you look. Yeah, because it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to do my hair and style my hair because I wanted to be presentable and look good. But listen, generally people don't care how you look. They don't care what you wear. But it's good to make a presentation. I always say dress how you like to be addressed. And dress how you feel comfortable and how you feel confident as well. But don't go and break the bank because it's draining your finances and your bank account. And it's very important that today that you realize you don't need to buy designer items to prove anything to anyone. All right? There's alternatives. You can go online. You can go on Temu, you can go on Shein, you can go on many different websites and you can shop for things that you like, whether it's branded clothes or branded items or branded accessories, and get what you like. And it won't break the bank and it won't drain your bank account and it won't keep you broke. All right. So I want to use this opportunity to say, even if you fix that, you need to pay attention to habit number 2, because habit number 2 may be keeping you broke without you realizing. So let's go to habit number 2. Habit number 2, budgeting your money. Many people don't budget their money. Watch this. Budgeting your money helps you. When you have a budget, you're more clearer what you're going to do with your money. Research carried out in 2022 by the University of St. Andrew and the University of Texas has shown that people who budgeted are still spending less 6 months later. So if you budget, you will spend less than you would normally spend if you don't budget. It's very important to budget. Now, listen, before you get into the common habit that's costing you loads of money, I want you to subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe to this channel. We have some great value for you. And because if you want to be financially free in 2025 and you want to get out of debt, there's some things and some nuggets that you're going to find in this channel. So please subscribe and join the family and keep in the loop with all our videos. But let's get to bad habit number 3. Takeaway. I am hoping and I'm praying that everybody that hears these 10 bad habits will take action and stop these bad habits. All right. Takes 21 to 30 days to break a habit. It takes 21 to 30 days to develop a good habit. So you can develop a good habit, you can develop a bad habit, and I want you to develop a good habit. And right now, we're going to look at takeaway, bad habit number 3. You don't need to have takeaway every day. People eat takeaway every single day. You crazy? That is not something to be doing. Takeaway is not good. I know it's good to invest. I know it's good to help companies and business and the economy. And yeah, I'm for that. Let's help the economy. But eating takeaway every day is not good for your health. It's not good for your well-being. And listen, eating takeaway every day and depending on what you eat can kill you very quickly. It's really bad for your health. And eating takeaway every day is bad for your bank account. And it will drain your bank account. I mean, you will get your money and you'll think, where is my money? You've got nothing to show for it because you're eating takeaway every day. Uber Eats is not going to help you. Deliveroo, Just Eat, and all these different takeaways that you get. It's not good. Do you know, it's proven, research has proven that the color red, it does something to your mind that makes you feel hungry. So, you know, when you get Burger King and Pizza Hut and Five Guys and TGI Fridays and fast food restaurants that use red, it's something in you that makes you feel like you've got to now buy and consume these things. And it's very important that you take control of yourself. Let's start to understand that eating takeaway will impact your health. And eating takeaway is not good for you. It's not good for your health to be eating takeaway all the time. And this is what you can do about it. You can cook like I do. You know, you don't have to be the best cook, but you can go on YouTube and you can go and watch videos. You can go and read books and listen to audios and learn how to cook things that you like. And those takeaways that you've been having, you need to stop it. Go and cook, and you will find your cooking will be better than the takeaway. And home cooking is always good for you, you know, if you put the right ingredients and the right vegetables and things that your body needs. Your body is so delicate, and we only get one life. Over 150,000 people die on a daily basis. Listen, as I'm speaking, somebody's crossing from time to death. And somebody's being born. You've heard this statistic before, but the reality of the situation is you need to look after yourself and stop ordering takeaways. It's draining your bank account. Stop it. Habit number 4, Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill may be really draining your bank account. You need to watch this. And there's nothing wrong with Netflix. I have a Netflix subscription. And the good thing is with Netflix, you can subscribe at different plans. And I subscribe to the lowest plan. And the lowest plan does come with adverts. So while you're watching a nice film or a film that you really like or watching something, you could be interrupted with an advert. But it's okay. You still get to enjoy what you want to watch, you know, without watching it illegally and supporting a channel or a subscription like Netflix. You don't have to have the higher tier subscription. Many people do Netflix and chill and waste their money on the highest subscription on Netflix. Stop it. You don't need it. It's not necessary. Why? Because you just want the highest subscription and you don't want to be interrupted. Hey, if you really are serious about building wealth and getting a great release of wealth, then get the lowest subscription. If you must watch Netflix and chill, and if you must chill with Netflix, get the lowest subscription and you can benefit from watching Netflix still, but having the lowest subscription and saving money, and you keeps you from being broke. Yes. So let's get to habit number 5. Bad habit number 5. This is really toxic. Bad habit number 5 is alcoholic drinks. You want to stop that now. Why? Because research shows that alcohol really affects your memory. It affects your development. It affects your health. Alcohol helps you to get health problems and to have memory loss. And it reduces your lifespan. That's not good. Another thing about alcohol, alcohol killed me. Yes, you heard right. I drank alcohol. I drank a whole bottle of cognac and I died. I was pronounced clinically dead in the hospital. You can read a bit more about that in my gift ebook. Click the link below. You can see and read the full experience that I encountered when I died because of alcohol poisoning. And it's very important that alcohol is something that you don't want to get into, because I was an alcoholic many years ago. Would you believe it? And I got out of that bad habit and turned it around by replacing it with a good habit and drinking water, drinking hot drinks, drinking hot water. My favorite drink is hot water and some lemon. That's it. And sometimes some honey. And that replaces that bad habit with this good habit. Our body is 60 to 70% water. So we need water. We need water to be able to function, to be able to think properly. So listen, stop that bad habit. Stop drinking alcohol. It's not good for you. It's not going to help your life. You only get one. Right. Bad habit number 6. Impulse buying. This is not good. Impulse buying. You see something you like, you're like, oh, I've got to have that. Oh, I've got to have that. No, you don't have to have it. You can control yourself. Yes, I'll say it again. Control yourself. If you are impulse buying all the time, guess what? Your money is just going to be going, it's just going to be draining. It will drain your bank account. It's a very bad habit. It's a habit that you don't want to have. You want to be a person that's able to have something to show for what you've worked for. That money you've worked for is not going down the drain, and it's not keeping you broke, busted, and disgusted. Listen, stop the impulse buying. And it's very important. Listen, watch this. Many people that buy a car, do you know that the value drops around 35 to 40% in value in the first year when you buy a brand new car? So you buy a brand new car, impulse buying, oh, I've got to have that car. You buy it brand spanking new and it loses 35 to 40% value. And now you're like, you know what? I don't need this car anymore. I want to make arrangements to have a family. I need a bigger car, or I need a particular function on the car. Now you want to sell the car. You've lost 35 to 40% value on a brand spanking new car. Is it worth it? No. Unless it's a tax write-off and it's something that's a really, really good tax write-off that's going to help you in your financial journey and your financial goals, don't do it. It's not worth it. All right? And guess what? You can get things on the sale. I've already covered that. Next, bad habit number 7. Bad habit number 7 is very important. Bad habit number 7, lack of financial understanding. Master financial understanding and master financial understanding and financial education. Many people don't understand how to manage their finances. I want to introduce something to you. Excuse me. I want to introduce something to you, and it's called the 10-10-10 rule. The 10-10-10 rule. Powerful. Very, very powerful. And I want to give some credit to this man right here. This is his book. You know it. You've heard about it. I got this book, 2006, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And on page 205, it says this thing called pay yourself first. I've got to give him credit. And it says, the power of self-discipline, if you cannot get control of yourself, do not try to get rich. Did you hear that? If you cannot get control of yourself, do not try to get rich. You might first want to join the Marine Corps or some religious order so you can get control of yourself. It makes no sense to invest, make money, and blow it. All right? The lack of self-discipline that causes most lottery winners to go broke soon after winning millions. It is the lack of self-discipline that causes people who get a raise to immediately go out and buy a new car or take a cruise. Listen, it's very important that you gain some self-control. And the 10-10-10 rule is this. When you get money, you invest 10%, you save 10% of your money, and you give 10% of your money to charity, or in my case, to a church. You tithe 10%. That's what the word tithe means. You give a tenth of your income. All right? That is a powerful way to use your money so that it's not being drained. It's not just you seeing it go in your bank account and it's not draining. All right. And I have to give that credit to Rich Dad Poor Dad writer Robert Kiyosaki, because his version of the 10-10-10 rule is the 10-10-10 plan. It's not really unique to him, I mean, the principles, but the 10-10-10 plan is very powerful, and it's a very powerful way to master your finances. Similar to Robert Kiyosaki, when you get your money, let's do it with $1,000. $1,000, you take $100, you put it in your savings. You take $100, you invest it. You take $100, you give it to your church or you give it to a charity. That is good. When you give $100 to charity or to your church, you activate the law of reciprocation. The Bible says it's a blessing to give than to receive. Every time you give, you always receive. What you reap is what you sow. Every time you keep sowing, you keep what? Reaping. Yes. So the law of reciprocation is if you keep giving, it's always good to give. I love what the Bible says. It says it's more a blessing to give than to receive. Why? Every time you keep giving, you just trigger it. You just keep receiving. Track all the rich people in the world: Bill Gates, Richard Branson, Oprah, all these people that give, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, these people that give, when they keep giving, they just keep reaping. It's just the way it works. I'm telling you, George Foreman, he kept giving. He gave up boxing and he just kept giving his money to charity, to youth centers, and he started to do great things for the community. And he's still one of the richest sports people alive, over 300 million net worth. And that's George Foreman. You know, we know it's the George Foreman grill and all the other different business things that he has. But listen, this 10-10-10 rule is very, very powerful. All right. So operate the 10-10-10 rule. You get your $10,000. You invest your $1,000 in. You invest your $1,000. You put $1,000 in savings, and you put $1,000 to charity, to your church. All right. So that is very, very, very crucial, and that will help you. Right. So bad habit number 8. Oh. We're getting somewhere. No emergency fund. Many people do this. They don't have an emergency fund. Have a budget so that you are able to have an emergency fund. You know where it's going. I alluded to this book. I'm going to, give it some credit again. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Listen, apply the 10-10-10 rule. As soon as you get money, save 10% of that money. So that on a rainy day, when you've got an unexpected bill or an unexpected expense, you have that money, that emergency fund that will help you reduce the stress and cut the stress out of your life. So it's very important. Do this. Have an emergency fund, because it's a bad habit to not have an emergency fund and your bank account is just going to get drained. Bad habit number 9. not paying yourself first. I've got to go back to this book. I hope I get some commission somehow. No, I'm joking. But I love this book. This book, many people talk about it because it's transformed a lot of lives. This Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. Like I said, I got it in 2005. And it says, pay yourself first. In page 205, it says, pay yourself first. The power of self-discipline. If you cannot get control of yourself, do not try to get rich. I constantly remind people not to focus on their product, service, or widget, but to focus on developing management skills. It goes into the three most important management skills: management of cash flow, management of people, management of personal life. And it's very important that you pay yourself first so that you're able to manage your personal life. Because when you don't pay yourself first and you get money, no wonder you're broke, because you don't know where it's going. You're paying your bills first, you're paying this first, that first, paying this first, that. No, have some self-control and control your finances today. Control it so it can stop draining your bank account and it can keep you from being broke. Control your finances by paying yourself first, because when you pay yourself first, then you're able to allocate money with the 10-10-10 rule. 10% to savings, 10% to investment, 10% to charity. And we've come to our last one, the 10th bad habit. Yes, bad habit number 10. This one is draining your bank account. And I want you to understand these 10 bad habits that are draining your bank in 2025. Please stop making these wealth building mistakes. And let's pay attention. Limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. This is a bad habit. Oh, you know something? I'm poor. That's one of the things. Let's focus on that. Many people always keep playing the victim. I'm poor. What do you mean you're poor? That's your negative confession, affirmation, and your negative words that you are giving life to all the time. That's called a poverty mindset. Study and research all the successful people. They always see a way. They always find their way. They are always positive. All right? And you've got to understand that you've got to stop being negative. Stop being negative and be positive, because it's limiting you. It's making you to have a limiting belief. You're not poor. Change your poverty mindset and have a rich mindset. The word mind and set is a compound word. The word mind and set together, that's two words fused together. Your mind, set it. You can set it by taking control today. And I really want you to really set your mind really correctly. Listen, we have a target of reaching 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. Yes, that's our target. We want to have 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. I want you to help me do this. And I believe that we can do it. I believe that we can gain the momentum, build the momentum, and we can get 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. Help me. Subscribe now. Subscribe, because we want to help people at the highest level. It's real. It's a pure motive. And that's what this channel is about. We've covered 10 bad habits that are draining your bank account. And going through the bad habits again. Bad habit number 1, spending money on designer items only. You know, it makes me to remember Meghan Trainor. She has this song called I Made You Look. And she goes, I can have my Gucci or my Louis Vuitton. Nothing wrong with Louis Vuitton, nothing wrong with Gucci. I like Gucci, I like Louis Vuitton. But listen, don't make people look why you want them to look. Just enjoy your life and have something to show for your money. But you can take control. Bad habit number 2, budget your money. Bad habit number 3, eating takeaway. Stop eating takeaway. Bad habit number 4, Netflix and chill. Stop doing Netflix and chill at the highest subscription. Do it at the lowest subscription, and you can truly Netflix and chill and your bank account is not being drained. Bad habit number 5, alcoholic drinks. Stop it. Bad habit number 6, impulse buying. Bad habit number 7, lack of financial understanding. Master the 10-10-10 rule, all right? Bad habit number 8, no emergency fund. You've got to have an emergency fund, so save, invest, and give. Operate the 10-10-10 rule again. Bad habit number 9, not paying yourself first. Pay yourself first so that you're able to take control of your finances and your money can work for you. And bad habit number 10, limiting beliefs. If you like this video, please watch this video. This gives you wealth strategies to overcome excuses and thrive so that you can get a great release of wealth. So listen, I want to continue to bring great value to you, and I want you to enjoy the next video. Click now. Keep winning.